As we all know, South Africa was downgraded to a junk status recently, and that has affected the strength of the rand as well as the economy in general. Fin24 hit the streets to ask people how they think this downgrade will affect their personal finances, and this is what they had to say.
Yeah, I think the obvious thing is as we earn our income, being able to sustain your family, being able to sustain all the responsibilities you have as an individual. Junk status for us as a country, I think, just negatively pulls us down.
Like within a household, you'll pay more for your bond, the cost of living, your groceries, anything else, transport, everything else would become more expensive.
Truth of the matter is, I suspect we're probably going to feel it 3 or 4 months down the line. We're not going to feel it now, based on the fact that whatever is happening, it's likely going to make borrowing rates a little higher. So at this point, whatever I'm repaying, I haven't even noticed because everything just happened this month. And I'm not seeing any higher prices or anything. It's just all sitting where it basically should be sitting. So
it hasn't impacted it directly now, but eventually it will, because now foreign investors aren't willing to invest in South Africa, which is going to become a problem in the long run.
Public transport won't be as affordable anymore. It's going to increase like we are via. So I think it's increasing in taxi for,
Well, a lot of changes are going to happen in terms of now I can't just plan. Of course, one has to eat less now, but in general, you need to look at things before you just do things, because things are very costly.
I can confirm that as yet, I haven't felt the impact. I've currently applied for a flat to purchase it, so at this stage my application is in. I'm not sure how the credit scoring will come out. So yeah, at this stage, not that it has started to affect me or is affecting me. So yeah, we'll wait and see.
And any ideas to boost economic growth?
I don't know, maybe our president can stop being corrupt, and that will help things out a little bit.
We would probably have to be transparent with regards to how our economy is run. I think then we'll attract more investors. And the more investors that we have, the better our economy will grow.
Look, everybody needs to tighten their belts. We need to be more conscious of what we spend, where we spend, and how we spend.
Yeah, I think the first thing is getting good leadership in, being able to get good leadership in that have formulated a good strategy of how we're going to turn around our country, making the right decisions, especially from a financial management, financial strategy perspective.
I would say basically we should utilize our resources to the full ability,
With a lot of entrepreneurs, that I think people need to start growing their own things. So instead of importing things like your veggies, your spinach and everything else, it's so much better if people actually start growing their own stuff, because it's going to be cheaper.
I think if we get our leadership right from the start, I think it'll be good for us. But I think if it doesn't start up there, it's never going to come right. So hopefully, there's some change, but it's very, very, very bad at the moment.
And what advice would you give to the new finance minister?
Look, he should have a conversation with the previous one, but honestly, there's really nothing I could say to him but to learn from the previous one. It's a tough one, honestly. It's very tough.
For him, he just has to do his best and try to help this country, because we really need some really good help, especially in that department.
Firstly, good luck, but I think him being able to put a good plan together and articulate a good plan to the citizens of the country, and making sure that it's a plan that's been vetted, that's got the support.
What he needs to understand is that any decisions he makes doesn't just impact his department, but the whole of South Africa.
Let the finance minister do what he does and give the markets a chance to warm up to him, and chances are things are going to change. Things are going to stabilize.
I'd like to know where my taxes are going, because that would be very helpful. I think that if our taxes actually went to the things it was supposed to go to, that would improve our country's economy a hell of a lot.
To not be swayed by political gain, or having I could say a favorable position whereby he is promised to have a saying in how the country is run.